guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do like a little catch up, get ready with me. But yeah, I just want to catch you up on what I've been up to. So let's get started. Okay, so I already prepped my skin. The primers that I've used today, I used the Poreless Putty Primer first. I put it everywhere except for my nose. And then the NYX Plump Right Back, same thing, put it everywhere except for my nose. This one I only put on my nose. It's the Soft Blur Face Primer by Ulta Beauty. And these have been like my top 3 primers that I've been using like the last few months. So these I'm always using these 3. I did spray a little bit of rose water just to like add some hydration. Since it's been winter, I've actually been using a skin tint a lot more. I noticed that when I use like a foundation that's a little bit more matte, my skin tends to get like patchy. So I recently got this La Roche-Posay, the triple moisturizing cream, because my skincare is hydrating already, but I feel like it was missing some sort of hydration. So this definitely took it to the next level. This cream, my face has not been flaky since I've been using it, so it's been amazing. But anyway, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline skin tint in the Super Stay 24-hour skin tint. I like to shake it up a little because you're supposed to. And then I put some on my like palette. I do like one and then I do like a half. It's like winter time. I have to mix some of this like LA Girl white mixing base. I do like about half a pump, like a dot. Milk Hydro Grip, I do like about half a pump too. I just grab like a flat brush and I mix it. But anyways, you guys, I know I haven't been posting in a long time. I'm just here to catch you guys up on what I've been up to, what I've been doing, what's been going on. And honestly, like I did just go through a rough patch. Like I'm not gonna lie, my mental health was going through it just because of like personal things. If you guys didn't see, my hair is back to being black. I dyed my hair blue for a little bit after I had like a mental breakdown. I feel like I needed a change, like a change bad. I dyed my hair, but after now, like my mental health has gotten pretty good and I feel like I'm back to myself again. So back to black, my favorite. Yeah, so let's just dive into what happened this year. Recently I've been loving like these like cushion to use on my foundation, so I can really press it into the skin. Honestly, like the beginning of the year, I had like some complications with like friendships, and honestly, I took it really hard. It was just a lot for me to handle, I'm not gonna lie. Especially because it was like multiple people involved, and it was just like a whole thing for me because I really care about my friends, and I feel like I don't ever want to make any of my friends feel a certain type of way. And unfortunately I did, and part of it was my fault, which I did learn from that experience, and I took that and I feel like I've grown a little bit. I just went through like a whole rough patch, and this was for a few months. I feel like the type of person that I am is when anything happens for the first time, I'm like I'll be okay, like live and learn and then be better and move on. But I kind of like put my feelings down, like I push them down, if that makes sense. Like I kind of hide them, and then a few months later they resurface, like they just come out and I can't push them down anymore. And then I start going through it because I think I'm okay, and then it turns out I'm not okay because I don't process them enough. So then when that was happening, like I was just going through it for a while. But honestly, I did see on TikTok that when you turn, like the year you turn 23, like you go through some shit, something to do with like your astrology chart, which I know it sounds stupid, but I honestly didn't know that. And then I was just looking, I remember I came across a TikTok because I was like, damn, gosh, like so many people were saying like you guys could even go look it up, like whenever you turn 23, like apparently like so much shit happens. And a lot of people have been like, oh yeah, when I turned 23, like so much of this happened, and like I was going through it. So to me, I'm like, okay, it makes sense. Like, it made me feel a little bit better because I was like, okay, I'm not the only one that had like a bad year. But regardless, I just decided to focus on myself, and I did take a break off social media for like a month. I was like off my Instagram, which might not be like a long time, but you guys, like I would actively always be on Instagram. So for me, it was a big deal. Like, I was still on TikTok, but it wasn't the same, so I wouldn't always be on it. I feel like I was on social media less. But honestly, it was a good break, and I think I got my shit together. I learned a lot. I think when everything first started, I was like, damn, I wish I could go back in time and like change everything. Like, I wish I could go back in time and fix everything, because like I was just so distraught by the fact that all these things happened, and I wish I could go back in time. Like, oh my god, I remember I would cry about it, and I was like, fuck, like I fucking hate myself, like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know, I was just really like going in on me. But I feel like now that I processed everything, I like to just kind of like process those emotions and deal with them. I'm gonna go in with my elf camo bronzer. I have this one, so that's why I use it, just because I have it. I did have the Rare Beauty one, but I've already kind of run out. It's kind of running dry, so for now I'm using this. Usually I use this on my eyes as like my bronzer, and then I put bronzer over it still. I'm gonna go into my LA Girl. I have like this brown. But yeah, I feel like now that I've gone through everything, like I feel like I wouldn't go back in time and change anything. Even though I really do miss like how things used to be before, I feel like I really did need this like wake up call. Now as a person, the way that I think, like my mentality is just better, and I feel like everything is just a big improvement. I really just had like a wake up call that was very much needed. I was the one who caused like some issue. So it was part of it was my fault, and I do take accountability like to be better, and that's why I'm here today. Like, I just feel like now I know how to be a better friend, and I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not ever gonna go into it because I really don't want to, and also it's just a private thing. It's a private thing. I don't really tell, only like a few of my friends know, but it's not something I'm like telling a whole bunch of people about, because there's no need for that. And the only reason I even told a few people was because, well, I needed something, like I needed to get it out, and I needed advice. Anyway, so yeah, my mental health was rough for the last few months, I'm not gonna lie, but recently it has been good. I just been thinking about like motivating myself to post. Motivation sometimes is kind of hard, especially because I don't know what to do. I feel like I always do like Chitchat get ready with me, and I don't want to just have only Chitchat get ready with me, but like in the moment, that's all I could do. I will say, you guys, I'm gonna be 24 next year, and I know you're probably gonna be like, bitch, what the fuck? But I don't have my driver's license yet. I don't know how to drive. But you guys, I will say, it's not my fault. I feel like I've talked about this before. My family just has never taught me, but I finally got my freaking driver's permit like end of November. It's been like about a month, I think, almost a month since I got my permit, and I'm so happy, and I feel so like proud of myself, because I literally only told one of my friends because she took me to go get it. I didn't tell anyone in my family. I didn't tell anybody, because I was like, why was I gonna tell people that I'm gonna go get my permit? Oh, by the way, this is the House Labs blush, the cream blush. I've been loving this blush. This blush is so good. It only comes with like a little bit of product, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like I haven't had to like, it hasn't really gone down, because as you could tell, it's really pigmented, so I just need a few little swipes and it covers my whole cheek. Man, I didn't really tell anybody that I was going. Like, I legit didn't tell anybody that I was going. I literally just went, and I passed on my first try, and I didn't even study. I literally studied like 2 days. So I was underprepared, and I was scared that I wasn't gonna pass, but I was like, you know what? This is a step, because I've never actually gone. I just have ADHD sometimes, and it's hard for me to just sit down and like read something or like study. It's always been hard for me to study ever since I was in school. So yeah, but I passed on my first try, and I was so like, you guys, when I saw the screen that said you passed, the smile on my face was so freaking big, like so big. And shout out to my coworker, because I have a tip for any of y'all who want to get your permit. And she said her son actually went onto the DMV website, and if you look up DMV check-in on Google, you could check in, like you could get in line to your local DMV. So what I did is, me and my friend went to go get dinner. I checked into the nearest one available, because there was one closer, but it wasn't available. So I went to the second closest one, because it was like 20 minutes away, like 25 minutes away. And I was like, okay, because I wanted to check in line. So I got in line, and it was like, oh, you're number 38. By the time I got there, I was number 9. all I did was walk into the DMV and went to go sit down. I didn't have to wait in line to get like my number because I already had it on my app. And then I got called like 10 minutes later. I took my test in like 5 minutes. I passed. They took my picture and I left. I was at the DMV for less than 20 minutes. So if you guys don't want to go wait, you could easily just do that. And that honestly, because the one thing I was like, fuck, I don't want to go wait. Like, I hate like waiting in places, like, especially because I get anxiety sometimes. I'm like, fuck, like I'm already gonna be nervous. I don't want to wait at a DMV for like 3 hours. So if y'all guys didn't know, now you know. And it's free to check in, like, it's easy. This is the Creaseless Creamy Concealer. This one is really, I've been using it recently. So good. Yes, I'm so freaking happy that I got my freaking permit, yo. It's such a big accomplishment for me. It's something so small, but I do feel really accomplished. And now the next steps are, I'm gonna take some driving classes. I'm gonna take 2 because they're like 2 hours per session. So I'm gonna take 2. So it should be like 4 hours. It's like 100 and something, but my sister's gonna be paying for them. And my goal is to get my license before my freaking birthday. That's the goal that I would like. My birthday's in May, so I have 5 months. Okay, we're gonna do a little under eye moment. Okay, that's one side done. This concealer is so good. I just don't really like the applicator. It's like a thin little wand. I'm not a big fan. I wish it was like the regular Tarte one, like the big doe foot, but it's fine. I feel like I need a little bit more coverage on my forehead and on my lip. Just like a little bit in my inner corner. And then I'm gonna go back in and actually I'm gonna touch up my bronzer. I'm just gonna go in with whatever product is left over. And then I'm just gonna blend it out with my bottom of my freaking beauty blender. And then same thing with my blush. I'm just gonna go in with whatever's left over on the brush. Okay, I'm gonna go in with some rose water. I will be going in with the one size ultra pink and ultra peach. The pink one's gonna be for under my eye. I'm gonna go in with powder puff, and I like to just like really like pack some on, and then I just smooth it out on my hand so it could really absorb into the puff. But before I set it, let me just blend my creases out. I'm gonna go in with my big powder puff, my one size powder puff, and just dip it in, and then I just smooth it. Smooth out my forehead crease. Okay, and then I have the Dow's Glam Light Snatching Powders. I will be using this peach shade with a different powder puff. This one is only for my snatching powders. I don't want to make it look too white, and I'm just gonna do it under the eye and sides of my nose. And I'm just really like pressing it in to my skin and dipping a little bit back in, and I'm gonna go into my forehead. I feel like ever since I've been using this brightening powder, like my makeup stays on longer under the eye. Now I'm gonna use my Milani Make It Last setting spray, and I'm just gonna spray on a good amount. Get the fan out. Okay, pretty much dry. What I like to do, I'm gonna tap off all the excess. I didn't dip into any powder, but with the same brightening powder, I'm just gonna lightly like press under just my eye. Also, I did get my brows done, you guys. She literally ate my brows up so good. She did make them a little thinner because she wanted to make them a little more even. I just gotta let one side grow. Like, for some reason, my tail on this side doesn't grow as much as this side, and I don't know why. I never shaved off my tail. I never did any of that, but it just doesn't grow out as much. And if you guys don't know, I don't do anything to my brows. I don't fill them in. I don't even know how to shape an eyebrow because I've never had to do that before. Anyway, now let's get into the rest of the makeup. I'm gonna bake my nose a little bit because my nose is always oily, so I like to just bake it before while I like put on my bronzer and stuff. And then last, I'll do my nose contour. I say contour because I don't really know how to contour my nose like that. So I'm just gonna powder this line and then lightly do my smile line. And also the sides of my nose. I'm gonna go going in with my one size bronzer. And then I do use these 2 bronzers, but I only use them on this big brush. This is like the last, like my topper bronzer, like the bronzer that I use last. So I'm gonna use this first because it already has some leftover product on it, just to kind of like be like the initial color. my freaking New Year's resolution this year, I actually have a few. So it's to get my license before my birthday, or just get my license as early as possible. And then hopefully, you know, for my birthday I get a car. If my family's watching this. Hopefully I get a car. Just kidding. Not really. I do want to try and post more. I just feel like once I have a car, I'd be able to do more content. Like I could go outside my house and film some stuff. I think I'm also really self-critical when it comes to making videos, because sometimes I'll be editing my videos and I'm like, I'm stupid, like this is boring. Also, one thing I want to get better at is editing. I think I want to find like a better editing app, or just edit better, because I feel like sometimes when I'm trying to make my videos like funny and interesting, or not like overly funny where I'm adding sound effects like every 5 seconds, or I just want to have like cool editing in it, I don't know how to do that. So maybe I'll take like an editing class or something. I feel like that would be cool. You know, get a little editing. I think it would be easier if I had a computer. I also want to get like a full-time job next year, hopefully. Like I want to get a full-time job, just be full-time, because I'm currently part-time, and honestly my hours haven't been the best. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. You know, the older that I get, I have more expenses, and it's not livable. I need more money, and especially in this economy, everything's so expensive. Like, it's just like, it's really stressful. This Christmas, I literally thought I wasn't gonna be able to give anyone anything, but I actually pulled through and I managed to get everyone a gift, because even if I don't have a lot of money, I just like to give gifts, and I like to give good gifts. I know it's the thought that counts, but I want to give like a good, useful gift, you know, like I just want to get them something good. But nowadays, everything is expensive regardless of what you're getting, if it's shoes, if it's like cheap clothes. But I honestly need more money. Because like, I don't know if you guys saw my video where I was talking about my style. That's also a goal for me in 2026, is to build up my style. I want to build my closet up. And I just want to order online, shop in store. Like, I just want to buy different things. I know I was thinking about looking at Pinterest and buying like pieces to make outfits. I still want to do that, but I'm also just like, just buy clothes that look cool. Like, just buy stuff that looks interesting. And, you know, it doesn't have to be a whole fit, but you can buy a piece. And then eventually, you know, you could use it with different things, and then eventually you can make like a fit out of it. And then once I get my car, I want to be like in my fitness era. I do love hikes. I love hikes. Like, it clears my mind. To me, it's like a workout, but I don't really think of it as workout. I think of it as like a little relaxing like breaks. I feel like sometimes I have so much on my mind, so much goes on in my head, that on that hike, it just completely like clears. I feel like my mind is so clear. I feel so like at peace, if that makes sense. Yeah, once I get my car, I want to be able to go on hikes, because I feel like it'll help me also just relax and kind of like, you know, after a stressful day, like just go on a hike. I'm gonna be going in with my Glamlight Douse blush. I'm gonna be going in with these two colors mainly. But yeah, that's just what I have in store for 2026. I do have some other little goals, but those are just like my main ones in the moment. But I will say, like, I have made some new friends this year, and I honestly really cherish our friendship. I feel like I cherish a lot of like my friendships with people. I'm very like friend oriented. Like, I love meeting new people and being friends. I'm just a really friendly person. I don't know, I feel like sometimes people get the wrong idea of me, I guess, like making friends. But honestly, I feel like I don't let it get to me anymore, because I'm like, you know what, like, if you know me as a person, like, you know me, like, you know that my intentions are never like ill intents. Because I think I'm a sweet person. Like, yes, I could be really mean, I'm not gonna lie, but for me to go out of my way and be mean to you, like, on purpose, like, especially if you're my friend, I feel like I would never go out of my way to be mean to a friend. Because, like, once you're my friend, like, we're cool. Like, if we're cool, why am I gonna go out of my way to be mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, I love meeting new people and making friends. But I've also been, like, over the last year, like I said, I've gone through, like, kind of a friendships breakups. I kind of learned that being alone is okay. Like, yes, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world if you don't really have a lot of friends. Like, that's cool. I do have like 2 really close, amazing, like, best friends that I've been friends with for years. Like, well, one of my friends, I think we've been friends for, well, so we know each other since elementary school. So it's been like more than 10 years for sure. Maybe like 11, 12 years that we've been friends. And then one of my other friends, we've been friends for since middle school, almost 10 years. So I'm really close to them. Shout out to Alex and Vanya. Love y'all bitches. Like, okay, I gotta lock in a little bit because I do have work today and I'm trying to just speed up my makeup. So let's speed through this a little bit. I like to kind of like blend up my blush and my bronzer and then keep adding and then keep on blending and keep adding and keep on blending and keep adding and keep on blending, which is probably like not like, there's probably an easier way to do this, but I'm already so used to doing my makeup this way that I don't really care to be. Okay, I feel like for my bronzer that's pretty good. I think for my blush I'm gonna go in with my Patrick Ta. It's kind of like a peachier pink blush, not so like pink, it's a little bit more like red pink, but I'm gonna focus that more in like the center, be like dots, like kind of blush right there, and then I'm gonna blend over it because I don't want it to be too crazy. I do have a little bit of blush blindness, but it's okay, it's not love. And then I'm gonna go in with my last bronzer. So with this big brush, I'm gonna dip into my Hoola bronzer, and then I'm just gonna like rub off the extra, and then go into my Physicians Formula. I think that's the shade like bronzer. It's literally like the first shade. Oh, and then my one size one is in medium trio. And then I'm going to dust off my bake and do my nose. And for my nose contour, I like to grab a little tiny brush like this, and I'm gonna dip into the lightest shade, and I'm just gonna do like that, and then I just rub off the extra on my hand so it's not like super dark. I'm just gonna blend a little bit, and then whatever's left over on this one, I'm just gonna add a little bit. I've been liking like a little bit of blush on the nose, nothing too crazy like this, because I feel like it'll kind of fade a little bit. Then I'm gonna bake on my forehead, like in the middle, and then I'm going to bake like right underneath my bronzer. Okay, I feel like that is better. And then we're gonna do the lips. So for the lips, I'm going to do the Benetint. Okay, while that dries a little bit, okay, I'm gonna grab a Q-tip, I'm gonna clean my waterline, and then I'm gonna put my cream colored liner. I've recently been obsessed with the matte plum lip liner as like my lip combo with like a pink or like a berry color in the middle. I'm just gonna line my lips and then I'll be right back. This is the best I could do with the lips. I love this like berry plum color. I'm gonna set it with powder, just like the outer, so it can last longer. I love MAC lip liners because I feel like they last like almost all day. So now I'm just gonna blend my bronzer. And today, because we do have like an event at work and the theme is like pink, I'm just gonna do, since I didn't do any like pink eyeshadow, I'm going to do pink on my waterline. I'm just gonna add like this pink from the Pokemon ColourPop palette, like this baby pink. I'm gonna do it in my waterline, and then I'm gonna do pink glitter on the inner corners. So let me just do that really quickly. This is as pink as my waterline is gonna get. Kind of makes my eyes look scary, I'm not gonna lie, but it's fine. Just a little pop of pink. Which I do have the Douse Glam Light, and I'm gonna go in with this pink in Fembot. No, sorry, Femme. Fembot is a different brand, though. Try to dust off that glitter under my eye, and then I'm gonna go in with the glitter on the top, and then with the finger that has no glitter, I'm just gonna blend. Just pink and glittery. And I feel like my blush matches anyway. And then to finish it off, I'm gonna be going in with like this blush brush. And this one I only use for this like really pink. It's like a baked shimmery blush. Very sheer. And I just put a little bit. And look how cute. Okay, and the makeup is done. We're just gonna set our face now and put in our lashes. Let me show y'all how I set my face for like a full day wear, okay? Back with my, get your fan ready because you're gonna need this shit. And then a little bit of rose water. Grab that fan. You see how wet my face is? Ooh. I'm gonna brush my brows because they have some product on them, just like so. And now I'm gonna go in with the powder puff that I used to set my under eye, not with the brightening powder, and then like tap off that extra powder because you don't want to be too much. And then you're just gonna set your trouble areas. And this is what the glam is looking like. The skin in natural light. I feel like on camera my bronzer looks really harsh, but it doesn't look that harsh in person. Oh wait, this lighting looks scary. Let me turn off this light right here. Okay, this is a natural light without any like bright lights. See, makeup is pretty smooth. I do have some glitter, but pretty smooth. I don't know why the lighting looks weird. Yeah. Now I'm gonna finish up my makeup. I'm gonna put on my lashes, do my hair, change, and then I'll be back to show you guys the finished look. Okay, this is the final look. I feel so cute. I love my freaking black hair. I feel like I miss this version of myself. Yeah, I miss this version of myself, TBH. But I feel so cute, the makeup. For the lip, I did use this Grwm, and it's like a lip gloss tint. I just put it in the center, and then usually, because it's been really, really cold, and I usually use a clear gloss. I've been using Aquaphor as like my topper, but I'm gonna put it on right before I go into work because then it makes my lip liner fade throughout the day, and obviously I want to make it last as long as possible because I'm not gonna reapply my lip liner. But finished look, I don't know, I feel really cute. I miss my black hair. I got tinsel like all over my freaking hair. I don't know if you guys can tell. A lot of tinsel. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video, and I'm gonna try and post more and have more like fun content because I feel like always doing get ready with me is like Chitchat is cool, but like I don't know, all the time is just like not really worth. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and have a nice day or night or evening. Yeah, comment down below, like and subscribe. See you guys later. Bye.